Why do some people work their entire lives and barely get by, while others build financial empires worth billions? Is it luck? Connections? Being born into the right family? Or is there something deeper? A clear roadmap that anyone can follow to reach extraordinary wealth? Before we begin, if you're serious about upgrading your mindset and learning how real wealth is built, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because this video might completely change how you see money, success, and opportunity. Now let's begin. Part 1. The Billionaire Mindset, Thinking Without Limits. The journey to extraordinary wealth always starts in the mind, long before it shows up in your bank account. The real difference between people who earn well and those who build massive fortunes is not intelligence and not hard work. It's how they think. Most people set reasonable goals: a good salary, a comfortable life, financial stability. There's nothing wrong with that, but these goals will never create an empire. People who build massive wealth don't ask, "How can I make more money?" They ask, "How can I create massive value for millions of people?" Money at that level is not the goal, it's the result. You simply cannot reach extreme wealth by selling your time. Even if you saved $1 million every year, it would take 1,000 years to reach $1 billion. That's why the wealthy don't trade time for money. They build systems, companies, and assets that work and create value even while they sleep. They think in leverage. How can one action create 10, 100, or 1,000 times the impact? This is the first shift you must make. Stop chasing money. Start creating value that cannot be ignored. Part 2. Abundance versus scarcity. Most people live with a scarcity mindset. They believe wealth is limited. If someone else wins, they lose. This belief quietly limits everything they do. People who build massive wealth think differently. They operate from abundance. They believe wealth is created, not divided. They collaborate instead of competing. They invest instead of protecting what little they have. Ask yourself honestly, are you playing to avoid losing or playing to win big? Comfortable goals bring comfortable results. Extraordinary results require goals that make you slightly uncomfortable. Try this simple exercise. Take your current goal and multiply it by 10. Not because you will reach it immediately, but because bigger goals force bigger thinking. You cannot reach 10 times your results by doing the same things slightly better. You need new strategies, new systems, and a bigger vision. Part 3. Finding a big opportunity. Not every business can become a billion-dollar business. You might build a profitable company, but scale requires something more. Massive wealth comes from massive markets. The biggest opportunities serve basic human needs: technology, communication, transportation, housing, food, health, entertainment. These are not trends, they are permanent. Look for problems that millions or billions of people feel urgently. The more painful and widespread the problem, the more valuable the solution. And here's a key rule: fall in love with the problem, not the solution. Many people become obsessed with their idea. Wealth builders become obsessed with understanding pain points. They listen, they study, they adapt. The most powerful businesses benefit from network effects or scale, where value increases as more people use them. Technology is the greatest lever of our time. With the right system, one person can serve millions. You don't need to invent new technology. Many fortunes were built by applying existing technology in smarter ways. Avoid chasing short-term trends. Trends fade. Transformations last forever. Part 4. Building an exceptional team. No one builds massive wealth alone. This is non-negotiable. The most successful founders master one skill: building and leading great teams. The rule is simple but powerful. Hire people better than you. Weak leaders hire people they can control. Strong leaders hire people they can learn from. Great talent isn't attracted only by money. They want purpose, growth and impact. To attract top talent, you need three things. First, a mission bigger than profit. People want to feel they're building something meaningful. Second, real growth opportunities. Top performers want to learn, evolve, and take on challenges. Third, a strong culture. Culture is how people behave when no one is watching. One wrong hire can destroy a culture faster than 10 great hires can fix it. That's why elite builders take hiring seriously and empower their teams instead of controlling them. Ownership creates commitment. When people feel like partners, they perform like founders. Part 5. Capital and leverage. Money multiplies money. Understanding how to raise, use, and deploy capital is what separates small businesses from empires. Self-funding has its place, but it is slow. The fastest-growing companies use leverage, other people's money, networks, and expertise. Capital comes in many forms: bootstrapping, investors, debt, strategic partnerships. The key is not just raising money, but using it wisely. Invest aggressively in what drives growth. Build infrastructure that scales. Protect your competitive advantages. Grow fast, but never lose control of cash flow. Running out of money kills companies faster than bad ideas. Part 6. Systems and automation. If your business needs you every day to survive, it cannot scale. Massive companies are obsessed with systems. They ask, how can this run without me? Everything must be documented, every process optimized, every repetitive task automated. Technology allows companies to serve millions with small teams. Self-service, automation, and data turn businesses into machines. What you don't measure, you cannot improve. Elite companies track what truly matters, not vanity metrics, but real performance indicators. When systems work, growth becomes predictable. Part 7. Resilience and adaptability. Every successful founder has failed badly. The difference is not avoiding failure, it's learning faster than others. Failure is data. Strong builders expect setbacks. They don't take them personally. They protect themselves with financial buffers, emotional discipline, and strong support networks. Markets change, technology evolves, customers shift. Those who adapt survive. Those who resist disappear. Hold your mission steady, but stay flexible in how you deliver value. Part 8. Networks and partnerships. Who you know matters, often more than what you know. But real networking is not asking for favors, it's giving value first. The most powerful networks are built on trust, generosity, and long-term thinking. Focus on quality, not quantity. Few strong relationships outperform hundreds of weak ones. Strategic partnerships multiply reach, resources, and speed when incentives are aligned. The right advisors and partners can save you years of mistakes. Part 9. Execution. Speed with precision. Ideas don't build empires. Execution does. Elite builders act fast without sacrificing quality. They launch early, learn quickly, and iterate constantly. They focus on the few actions that create the biggest impact. They say no far more than they say yes. Momentum is powerful and fragile. Celebrate progress. Fix problems immediately. Protect team morale. Consistency over time creates extraordinary results. Conclusion. Extraordinary wealth is possible, but it's not easy. It requires bigger thinking, smarter systems, resilience, and patience. The roadmap is clear. The question is, are you ready to commit? Before you leave, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future content that can transform how you think about money, success, and freedom. And here's a question for you. If you could work with one world-class entrepreneur or innovator to build your empire, who would it be and why? Leave your answer in the comments. Your future starts with the decisions you make today.